I'm Brad Alexander. The Alaska State Legislature has failed to pass a budget within its 90-day session limit. In 2006, Alaskan voters passed a measure limiting each legislative session to 90 days. Governor Sean Parnell has extended an emergency session so that budget talks can continue and then they can get on with the work of government. All this is fine and well. I will say, however, since each of these people were elected and hired to do a specific job within a specific time frame, they should be prorated in their pay for not accomplishing the job in the given time. Similar to the way when a student turns in a paper, if they turn it in on time, their maximum is 100%. They can get 100%, and any errors are deducted from 100%. If it's turned in a day late, the maximum you can get now is 90%. And so on down the road to the point where if you're one full school week behind in turning in your paper, the maximum you can get is 50%. The legislature should be treated the same way. If they can't get it done in time, they should not get paid. They should be prorated in their pay. And if they don't have something handled by Friday, the maximum they can get paid is 50%. I think that's fair. I don't want to minimize these guys, ladies and gentlemen's jobs. They have a hard job to do. They work hard at what they do. And, I know it's not easy. And I don't want to come off as one of those guys who, if I was in office, this is what I would do. I know it's not that easy. Because if it was that easy, then, anybody without any real executive experience or any real political experience, much to speak of, if they had enough money, they could run a campaign and get elected president with no real experience. President Obama is on the trail now touting his economic plan, his new economic plan, which is drastically different from his previous economic plan, which was dramatically opposed to the economic plan that he touted when he ran for president. But he's out doing it because he wants to get reelected. And again, I'm not here to minimize the guy's job. It is a difficult job. It is a huge undertaking. I can't fathom the pressure, the stresses, and all that he deals with. See, it's at times like these that a guy like Glenn Beck breaks out his chalkboards, draws this chart with dotted lines connecting the dots all the way back, and Glenn would take you all the way back. He'd have 75 different chalkboards lined up, set it up to show you how President Obama is really related to Adam and Eve, and of course, that's where original sin happened, so President Obama is responsible specifically for the fall of humankind and the state of the world as we know it. And then Keith Olbermann would probably take that same chalkboard and use it to show where President Obama, because of that same lineage, is in the genealogy of the Messiah. Okay, neither one of those things matter or are true. It's completely irrelevant, all right? We need to separate that stuff, put that stuff aside, and let our country, pray for our country, pray for our president, stop throwing stones, and let's work together to continue to make this the great land that we know it and love it to be. Let's lighten things up a little bit. Sports news. Major League Baseball season is in full swing, ladies and gentlemen. And as a die-hard Boston Red Sox fan, I really don't want to talk about it. Also, the NBA playoffs have just tipped off this weekend, and somebody's going to win. In entertainment news, just when you thought Michael Moore couldn't come up with any more things to hate America about, he's doing the unthinkable. That's right, he's going after the Hollywood elite, people who tout and cry out for the environment and then build 10,000 square foot palatial homes that use more energy on an average day than a Lady Gaga concert. he's coming against them, and actually the entire film will be shot on location in Michael Moore's home, where all the things that he has made his documentary films against, he does. He enjoys the freedoms that Americans have fought and died for. He enjoys health care and the occasional box of Krispy Kreme donuts. In any event, the final scene of the movie, the final line Michael says is, "I can only hope this is like so many of my other films, where no one will watch it, but they'll give me an award." The film has not yet been named. Working titles are Boycott Your Theater, but See My Movie, or Straight to DVD. He's still working on that. Anyway, this is the Alaska Weekly Update. I'm Brad Alexander. Thanks for joining me, and this really is all the news that matters. Taste the day.